That jersey you bought online for $20? There's a good chance it was never anywhere near the team you love. Inside one factory, workers iron, tag, and box hundreds of fake World Cup shirts a day. Logos and crests copied so well most fans can't tell the difference. This is how the fake sports merchandise flooding the internet actually gets made. From raw fabric to a cardboard box to your doorstep. Let's start with the footage itself, because it's wild. It surfaced out of a factory in Bangladesh, and it does not look like some sketchy back alley operation. It looks like a real production line. Rolls of fabric go in one end, finished Brazil and Argentina kits come out the other, Nike swooshes, Adidas stripes, the actual CBF crest, Brazil, stitched across the chest like it just came off a real production run. Workers iron each crest on by hand, one after another, hundreds of times a shift. Then they tag them, fold them, stack them into piles that look less like a clothing rack and more like a small mountain. And then they box them by the hundreds, ready to ship out to literally anywhere in the world. Here's the part that should actually worry you. The quality. These aren't the cheap, crooked logo fakes you'd spot from across a stadium parking lot. The stitching lines up. The tags look right. Even the little authentication holograms get replicated. Put a real jersey and one of these side by side, and most people, even diehard fans, genuinely can't tell which is which. So why Bangladesh? It's not random. South and Central Asia have become the go-to hub for counterfeit jerseys, and it comes down to three things: a massive existing textile industry, cheap labor, and looser enforcement than you'd find in, say, the EU or the US. Basically, all the infrastructure that makes legit sportswear cheap to produce also makes fake sportswear cheap to produce. Same machines, same skills, just no license, and no royalty check going back to Nike or Adidas or FIFA. Now let's talk scale, because this isn't some fringe hustle. The global football jersey market is worth around $8 billion a year, and counterfeits are estimated to make up somewhere between 18 and 36% of that volume, depending on who's counting. Put a number on the units, and researchers land around 50 million fake jerseys sold worldwide every single year. 50 million. That's not a black market. That's basically a second, illegal supply chain running in parallel with the real one. And it's not just factories quietly shipping boxes anymore. It's gone fully online. Between March and May of 2026 alone, one cybersecurity firm tracked a 900% jump in fraudulent World Cup websites. Over 10,000 suspicious sites popping up just to catch fans searching for jerseys before the tournament. Fake storefronts. Fake official shops. Ads that look completely real until the box shows up at your door and something's just off. Governments are actually trying to fight this. Spanish police alone seized more than 66,000 fake jerseys in a single coordinated bust. U.S. Customs intercepted over 16,000 counterfeit Nike World Cup jerseys coming through the port in Miami. In Texas, authorities pulled in close to $114,000 worth of fakes in one seizure. And that's just what got caught. For every shipment authorities stop, how many do you think actually make it through? Here's who actually pays for this. Nike alone reported losing more than $450 million to counterfeits in a single recent year. That's real money that isn't going toward better gear, or sponsoring your local club, or paying the athletes wearing a real kit. It just disappears into a supply chain nobody controls. But honestly, the bigger cost might be to you, the fan. You save $15-20 buying the knockoff, but the stitching falls apart after 3 washes. The crest starts peeling at the edges, and you never actually got what you paid for in the first place. A piece of the team you support. So how do you actually spot one? A few tells still hold up. Check the stitching on the crest up close. Real ones are dense and even. Fakes are often just slightly looser. Look at the tag, official gear list, specific licensing information, not just a size. And honestly, price is still the biggest tell of all. If an official jersey retails for $90 and someone's selling it for $20, ask yourself why. So next time you see that too good to be true jersey deal online, remember the factory floor. Somewhere out there, right now, a worker is ironing on a crest for a team they've probably never even seen play. Folding it, boxing it, sending it your way. And that $20 jersey you're eyeing, there's still a good chance it was never anywhere near the team you love.